What's going on, guys? In today's video, I'm going to take you through how to find dropshipping products that you can potentially make over $100,000 or more with to sell on your Shopify stores. $100,000 is kind of like the magic number. Once you hit that, you've learned enough and you can keep doing that over and over again with more products. So we're not going to mess around today, guys. We're going to jump straight into this. We're going to go through 3 steps on how you can get this done. And step number 1 is kind of a mindset thing. You need to do all of this before you even think about doing product research and looking for products. Step number 1 is called a product criteria. And this is really important. If you don't get this right, you're going to find it very hard to make money with dropshipping. Now, the first criteria I always look at now, especially now, is video capable products. You need to sell products that can be turned into videos, products that look good in videos and fit being actually in a video. Because guys, as you know, Facebook advertising is getting a little bit more expensive. And when you use videos, it's easier to sell a product because you can do a lot of selling in the actual video, okay? So it needs to be a video capable product, especially for the long run when you want to scale. The next criteria, guys, is pricing the product. This is critical because what people do is they kind of like come into this game like, hey, if I can sell my product for cheap, I'm going to sell more products. But you don't want to sell more products. You want to make money and good money. So you must sell products that can be sold at a good margin if you want to make 6 figures or more. And this is really important, guys, because why sell 1,000 products for $10 when you can sell 1,000 products for $50 each and you've literally just 5 times your income. Now, I sell mine for $49 minimum, usually sell it for more because it takes the same effort, guys, to sell the product no matter what price you're selling it for. So guys, if you want to make $100,000 per product, you can't be selling your products at a cheap price. It just doesn't make sense. The next one, guys, is scalability of the products. Now, this is quite important because, you want to know, will the supplier have enough product in stock if you have to scale fast? Can you rely on your supplier to keep up and scale fast? Now, I have a lot of, I've had this problem before and a lot of people I know as well. What we do is we find a product that's winning, we scale it, we scale it, we scale it. Then we have problems with suppliers. They can't ship enough out. They've run out of stock. Prices have changed. So once you actually go look for products, make sure they can be scaled and all that sort of good stuff. So you need to look into that as well before you even think about looking for products. Now, customer appeal is another one. Do you think anyone is going to care about your product? Is there demand for the product? Can you create demand for the product? Does it solve a problem? Is it in a passionate niche? You need to think about these things, guys, because if no one cares about your product, they're not going to buy your product and you're not going to make any money. It needs to appeal to the customer. The right product, the right interest, that is what you need to do. It needs to appeal to the customer because you want them to obviously buy it from you. Now, are you willing to test it hard? This is something that a lot of people still don't understand. They'll go and start one ad set and they'll be like, hey, this doesn't work, I'm going to stop, right? When you start selling a product, guys, you need to be willing to test, and test some more. It's quite important. Expect to start with at least 10 ad sets when you first start testing a product. And this is for real, guys. You need to be testing a lot when you first start to test a product because you don't know what variation is going to work for you. Now, also, another kind of little bit of a criteria, this is a bit optional, is to go and look in Google Trends and see if there is a growing market for this particular product. If you can tap into growing markets that have long-term growth, although you might not be able to scale really fast, you can scale long-term, and sometimes this is more stable and reliable. This is what I like to do, guys, because you don't want to just scale, make $200,000-$300,000, and then it drops off, right? I like markets where I can scale, and I can make $1,000 a day, $1,000 a day, $1,000 a day consistently because it's more reliable and stable and you can plan things and stuff like that and it just makes sense. So try and look for growing markets as well if you can. Now, a bit of a quick tip, guys, and here's 2 of my products that I've done well with in the past is multi-targeting product. So on the top and on the bottom, guys, these are 2 products that I made videos for and I did very well. One was a torch and one was a portable charger. Now, the reason I liked these products is because I can advertise them in the fishing niche, the camping niche, the hunting, survival, hiking, kayaking, sailing, skiing. I can target multiple interests. So I literally have an infinite amount that I can split test. I can go 100 ad sets, 200, 300, but I can split test all these interests. I can split test all these ages. I can split test all, male, female, and all that sort of good stuff. So a quick tip, guys, is to try and find multi-targeting products. These usually are 100K plus easily if you find a good product that you can multi-target. Now, step number 2 is kind of when we get into the heart of all this and it's called mining for data. When you are trying to find a 100K product, if you try and reinvent the wheel, you're going to find it incredibly hard unless you find a product that no one's selling now and it's like blows up. But it takes a long time to do that. So don't reinvent the wheel. You want to go and mine data from ads that are already running and have millions of views, hundreds of comments, thousands of shares, because we know these products have made a ton of money. So I'm going to show you how to mine for data in a second. But you notice on the screen, guys, these 3 ads that I found, they have crazy results. But not only that, you'll see that these 3 arrows are pointing to the ad copy. The ad copy is short and to the point. Why? They don't need to do great ad copy because the video is doing all selling for them. These guys are selling via the videos. People are clicking the videos and that's how they're selling the product. It's called a sales video. That's how they're doing it, so they don't have to do crazy ad copy. So how do you go and find this data? Now, we're going to be using a tool called Adswipe, and I'll leave a link below for a complete list of tools you can use. There's heaps of them around. You will need to start using tools, or if you use tools right now if you have them, to find these ads, because that's really a quick way to do it and you can find lots of data. So Adswiper, guys, there is a free version. Just go and Google it and you'll find it. And what I do is I just go to top ads, okay, on the left here, and I go buy likes or buy shares. And what I do on here is go to sort by, and sorry, not sort by, we're going to go time in the last 90 days. So the last 3 months or 2 months, whatever you want to do. And you can just keep scrolling, guys, and it brings up all of these products and you've got all the stats here. This is a free version of this particular software. And like I said, I'll leave a list below of a lot of others that you can use as well. And you just scroll down, guys, and you can literally keep scrolling and there's just hundreds and thousands of products, and you can mess with all of this if you want on the side. And you can literally see the stats. So we know these are working. We know these have probably made a lot of money and probably made over $100,000. And it's that simple, right? You want to go and mine data and you want to start testing these products and testing variations and all that sort of stuff. And here's another one here. And you can click play and you can see the video. So you literally have everything you need right in front of you to go and reverse engineer these particular products and sell them on your dropshipping stores. And sell these on Shopify. It's crazy. It's really, really easy to actually do. And we're lucky we have these tools to do it and do it quickly. Okay, and here's another one here. Just keep scrolling, guys. Keep scrolling. And there is literally hundreds of ads that you can find. These are all e-commerce ads, see? Just like that. Now, we don't need to go over the software anymore because it's quite easy to use and understand. You just keep scrolling. But I do want to emphasize that it is very important. If you want to find these 100K products quickly without doing a crazy amount of testing and failing, is to find a software and find products that already have good stats. It is so important because we know that these are making a lot of money and you just cut out literally all the homework, okay? And it's going to save you a lot of time. Now, another quick tip is to start a separate Facebook profile that has no friends or anything, okay, fresh, and go and like as many e-commerce ads as you can. Then every time you refresh your feed, you will see more e-commerce ads because Facebook's going to be like, hey, Franklin likes this, we're going to show him more of the same ad. And this is great for scoping out new product ideas. So that's just another quick tip, guys, on how you can actually go and find these products and even find new products that could potentially go viral. You can jump in early. Now, we're going to look at a couple of product examples that I think could possibly make good money and $100,000. So this is a product example and we'll look at some sales numbers, order numbers and stuff. Now, the reason I like this product is because this is something I would use. I do a lot of traveling. This is a keyboard for an iPhone, and I actually have big fingers, and I find it very hard to use the iPhone. If you got emails from me, you probably know that. But this is a huge multi-target potential. It solves a problem. It's in a growing market. The online space is massive and it's growing. It's video capable. And if you sold this for, say, $40, you only need to sell 25 per day. Do you think you can sell 25 of these per day? Absolutely, it's not that hard at all. And you can find it on AliExpress. And I want to talk about the order numbers real quick. So this one has 1,200 orders, which is okay, but it's not a lot. And in the past, I've said go for products that have a lot of orders. Well, in saying that, if you think this one clearly has a lot of stuff going on from the stats, it doesn't have to have a lot of orders, okay? You're going to be testing lots of products anyway, so it doesn't have to have a huge amount of orders to actually make money. It just really depends. You need to go out and test and see if this is going to work for you. But this is on AliExpress, guys, $12. You sell this for $40. You're making like a $20-something profit and take out your Facebook ads. But this is kind of an example of a product that I think that could do well because of these particular things that I've listed here. Now, the next product is a great product as well. This is in a passionate niche, and the people are passionate about their safety as well, which is really important for people that are riding bikes. You can sell this for a high price. I would say $80 or more. It's a video capable. And if you sold this for $80, guys, you only need to sell 13 of these per day to make $1,000 per day, right? Which is really, really good. So you'll get to your $100,000 in a few months, which is quite good. Now, this one is on AliExpress as well. And I think this one has a lot lower orders as well, but it is a great product. It's kind of new to the market from what I've heard or from what I've seen. And they've got good delivery, 14 days to where I am. And they have images you can use if you want and stuff like that, right? So this is a great product as well. Well, a product example. I'm not saying this will work, but it's an example that you could go and look into. The next one, guys, the last one here, this is in a passionate niche, travel, and it's quite a big niche. You can also do multi-interest targeting. It's a problem-solving product. You can sell it for a great price. It's video capable. If you sold this for $80 as well, I've seen these go for $80 to $100. Sell 13 a day, it's $1,000 per day. Lots of good stats. And once again, this is on AliExpress. And this is more of a laptop bag. It does charging and stuff like that. But it's basically an all-in-one travel bag, and that's what it's called. And it's got 4,600 orders on this particular one. So those are 3 examples, guys, of products that kind of I think would do 100K. And in fact, I know these products have done 100K because I know people selling these products and have done 100K. Now, I want to show you 2 places, guys, that I find product ideas that no one's really talked about before. And one of them is called Awesome Stuff to Buy. And what I do is I come here like every week, every couple of weeks, and I just scroll down this website, and sometimes random things will pop up, and I'll be like, this is quite cool. I'm going to go and research on AliExpress, see if they have it, see if anybody's selling it. And, a lot of the times I find good products on this website and another website called This Is Why I'm Broke. Now, This Is Why I'm Broke isn't as good as Awesome Stuff to Buy. I haven't found as many products on here, but they still have great products that you can find and potentially sell from AliExpress. So you go to these websites every now and then, guys, have a scroll and find some stuff that you could potentially sell on Facebook or Google Ads or whatever you're doing. And these guys have lots of categories here, and you can just go through and you can find these. Like, look at this here. Look at this, a pet bed. Right? Just straight away. I would probably go and test this because the pet niche is very, very passionate. So those are 2 websites, guys. You can go and look to find products that could potentially make you 100K. And no one's really mentioned these in videos before because no one actually really uses these for product research. And that's why you can sometimes find a diamond in the rough. Now, step number 3 is quite important. It's not really anything to do with actual product research itself. It's more to do with the after fact of actually testing, understanding the testing phase. So it's all good finding a product, and you might find a product and think, yeah, this is going to work. But the testing phase literally is the biggest roadblock for nearly everybody I work with online with dropshipping. It is the worst roadblock. It sucks, and people miss great opportunities because they mess up this particular part. Finding the product is cool, but you've actually got to get past the testing stage to make good money and scale it to the moon. So how does it work, right? So one thing I noticed majority of people doing is they cap themselves. And what that means is they're too scared to spend money in the testing stage, and the chances of you making 6 figures with that product are pretty slim. You need to spend more upfront to get more in return. So what that means is, let's say we have one product and we do 10 ad sets at $5. Well, people think, hey, I've got to spend all that money today and tomorrow and the next day. Well, no, because you are going to be cutting some ad sets off. But yes, you do have to spend quite a bit of money, like maybe $100, $200, $300, $400, $500 in the testing stage to potentially find a winner. But when you find that winner, guys, you can then scale. And I'm talking, guys, we've gone from $0 to $10,000, $20,000 a day very, very quickly. And you make back that $400, $500 quickly. And if you don't make back much money and you've got to go to another testing phase, that's collateral damage of business. That's just business. You win some, you lose some. But you don't want to cap yourself, because that's one of the biggest problems I see when doing product research. Now, split testing interest is another thing I don't see people doing. If we go back to this, guys, I had all of these interests. When I was selling these products, we actually are still selling this phone charger now. We split tested literally all of these plus more. We had hundreds of ad sets going in the testing phase, hundreds. And we found winning interests that we didn't think would win, right? So the thing about testing interests is at a minimum, you should be split testing interests right from the start. If you don't do this, then you might miss an opportunity because you didn't try split testing, okay? That's really important to split test your interest so you know what works and what doesn't at the testing stage. Then you can scale up what's working and what's not and test other things, ages and stuff. But I usually don't test that till I actually have a winner. The next one is data collection. On a fresh ad sets, guys, the data is new. There's literally no real data for around about 7 days. What I mean is Facebook has no idea what it's doing until it has a few days of data it can work from. So don't kill ad sets too early. That is really critical as well, guys. Because what most people do is they find these products and they are winning products. You've seen the stats. You know that they're winning for other people, but they can't get past the testing stage. And this is the hardest part for a lot of people. But once you get past that testing stage, guys, you can potentially take these products to $100,000 or more. Now, if you want to learn more about Shopify and you want to know how you can make over $200 a day with Shopify and Google Ads, make sure you click the video on this video and make sure if you subscribe, drop a like, hit that notification bell so you know when my next video comes out, and I'll see you on the next video on the screen.